Ladies and
Good
gentlemen.
evening, everybody. Alongside Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. We welcome you ringside for a much-anticipated bout. Let's set the table for you and get ready to dish up this big night of action. 36 minutes still ahead of them here, round 1 of 12. Teddy, through the history of the sport, this is one of the matchups that has produced some of the more interesting fights, especially in the lower weight classes, speed versus speed.
Who's going to be the guy that uses speed better? Who's going to be able to time shots and control range? That's what I'm looking at.
Tried to nap. Oh, he is stunned. He could go down. And banging away he goes. The Cobra's the first knockdown victim of the night in this fight. One, two. So now the question becomes, after that knockdown, and he has gotten up, how does he survive?
Joe, one of the ways he survives is if he's been taught. Have good habits, have good fundamentals been put there. You're going to find out right now, he needs them right now.
Good step back counter punch there. A well-placed left hand up top. That hook was well off the mark. Tried and true method that works out very well. The counter punch landing by Mr. Showtime. Good, strong uppercut. He comes right back with it after taking one. Porter's hurt. Can you believe this? This round is absolutely outrageous. Boy, he was damaged, but now he's defending himself well. Good return fire that time. Unable to land clean by Porter. Now these two corners have to do their job after both men went out and gave everything they had. Both fighters getting tagged and hurt by the other.
Yeah, well, what you have to do now in the corner, Joe, what you're alluding to is you have to revitalize the fighters. Put some cold water on his head, on his neck, you know, get him ready for the next round and give him some good advice. Tell him how to get away from some of those shots.
The Cobra's out to show everybody that he's fine. But we saw what happened in the last round. He was knocked down in that last round. Does he have to? Porter stunned by that shot. And Mr. Showtime's trying to survive this. He is taking a beating right now. That one good shot came in and rocked him.
And that's the problem with his defense right now. You know, he's trying to block those shots. You can't block.
Big left hand. Solid right by Porter. And now he's targeting upstairs. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Right to the belt line. The Cobra's doing well here with that two-punch combination. Defense easily turns into offense. Blocks a blow, sends an uppercut. Porter's right hand working well that time. He scored well. He turns over that hook and he does damage upstairs. Back and forth exchange. Good scoring counter punch by the Cobra. 10 seconds remaining in this round. The Cobra's attitude of being effective and aggressive worked out well. His opponent is damaged.
Move your head more side to side.
He seems fully recovered to me. Here we are, the start of a new round, and a fighter that got tagged hard in the last round seems as fresh as could be.
Well, when you push a fighter, when you push a human being to a dark place, that's when you're going to find out what's bright inside of them, what's great inside of them. And he's responding just that way.
How about a return to sender with the left hand? The combo lands upstairs. Thought he had his target, but way off to the side with the uppercut. Porter's getting himself into the mix now, landing that left hand.
In and out.
Solid right by Porter. Porter's knowledge of the game is showing through. 3 ways to defend. One of them is to block. He did it there well. Solid left hand to the head. Hits him in the mug with the right.
Move your head.
Hooks on the inside. He's tired. He's tired.
You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. And the bell rings, signifying the end of the round.
I want the combination. You're landing 1 shot, but I need to see 3 or 4 punches. This fight is too damn close for you to be lazy with your punches, okay? Dile lo que estoy diciendo.
Well, if anything has been learned from the first 3 rounds is that sometimes just being the busier fighter will do well for you. And that's the case right now for him as he's up 2-1 on Teddy's scorecard.
Yeah, not always landing a lot. You put it very well, Joe. Not always landing a lot, but keeping his opponent defensive and keeping him from doing what he wants to do.
Digs in with a good, solid uppercut after taking one. Good, smooth work by the Cobra. That's classic counterpunching.
Yeah, what he did was he pulled that right shoulder back. You know, he just pulled it back, gave him the left shoulder, and then gave him the right hand.
He gets hit, but he gives it right back. 90 seconds to go in round number 4. A little something for his opponent after getting tagged. He needs to improve the accuracy a little bit. That was comical by Porter. A crushing 2-punch combo by Mr. Showtime. A well-placed, gutsy uppercut after being tagged.
Okay, get your hands up.
4th round now with its last 10 seconds. Mr. Showtime's defense is now serving him well. Nice job blocking that punch.
Box smart. And outside the side. You understand?
You got it.
You don't need that. Throw that away.
Back underway here to live fight action. Tough fight to score. Very, very even, closely contested bout throughout. More than one punch downstairs. That can be damaging. Solid hook upstairs. Porter's swinging and missing like he's at bat right there. That punch was nowhere near his opponent.
Move your feet.
Teddy, what would you recommend based on what we're seeing here tonight?
Well, 2 aspirin and then go. Oh, no, actually, I would say a little counterpunching would be just what the doctor ordered.
That's a better prescription for him. Takes one to give one. Uppercut in return. Well-targeted counterpunch by Mr. Showtime. What a trap he just set, and he lands a nice counterpunch.
Yeah, that's the old catch with a ghost trick there. You know, you're there one time, you give him a little shade, you know, a little shadow, and then he throws at you, you pull back, bang, come right back with your own.
Nice work.
Still not moving enough. Move, muévate. Let's see some more head movement.
What a crushing blow up top he just landed.
That's why you don't pull straight back.
Keep it tight inside.
He missed that uppercut. We count down the final moments of this round.
Yeah! Good work!
And that's the end of round 5. The Cobra's corner's got to be thrilled with what they just saw. They won that last round. They put down a beatdown on their opponent. And now they got to be thinking, hey, this thing could really snowball in our favor big time when we get off the stool here.
Yeah, they have to feel that way. Keep it going. Why change it now? You know, what you did the last round, it worked for you. It got you into a commanding position. Keep doing it. Keep doing more of it. But remember your defensive responsibilities as you go forward.
A well-placed overhand right. Good work with the uppercuts. Nice job there.
Keep it going!
Good block by Mr. Showtime.
Nice work! Nice work!
How about that left hand?
See that come in, let's go!
Good scoring shot. It was a straight right. Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. The Cobra's really doing a fine job here, Teddy. And I know everybody falls in love with the clean, effective punching, but you can make an argument that he's controlling this fight right now thanks to his head movement.
Yeah, you know, it makes me think about that legendary story about the old great Willie Pep, the Will o' the Wisp. There was a legend that he actually won a round without throwing a punch, just by making his opponent miss, just by ring generalship.
Porter's showing you that sublime skill right now with that 2-punch combo. Oh! He was able to get up and continue on last time. Now he goes down again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Hard to prepare for a situation like this, but many do. He's been down, now he's got to survive.
So that's where you're wrong. It's not hard to prepare. It's a must to prepare. If you're a trainer, that's what you do in the gym. You teach a guy, if you're in this situation, this is what you do. You grab on, you move your head, you survive.
Oh, a nice 2-punch combo by the Cobra. Not able to land the headshot. That round comes to an end. A round that I do believe he won. He fought much better there compared to what we saw out of him earlier.
Yeah, don't show me how somebody behaves when they're winning. You know, really, I want to see how someone behaves when they're losing. He's behaving the right way. He's getting himself back into this thing.
He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. The Cobra's basically doing exactly what we've... And Mr. Showtime's hit by a right. Look at that. He just went down. The infighter went out. and now he went down.
Hey, it's okay to go out, but go out the side door. He went out the front door, and as you said, maybe he's paying the ultimate price.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Porter's rising back up. That takes some guts. Very accurate with the overhand right. Porter's way off the mark. That punch didn't have a chance. What an excellent two-punch combo by Mr. Showtime.
Keep working the jab.
A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. He just missed that shot up top.
Forward.
The Cobra's objective is to land that jab, and he did so right there. He had his eyes set on the uppercut, but was unable. Wow! And he crashes to the canvas once again. He's gotten up before. What about this time? Porter's now getting back up off the canvas. Solid hook. The Cobra's putting his punches together now. That's a nice combination. Unable to connect by the Cobra.
Deep breath. Need some water. Good. You're okay. Breathe for a minute. Now listen. You threw a wide punch and it touched you.
Here we are at the start of the 8th round, and an interesting situation he's got himself in here. Porter's scored a knockdown, that's for sure. But what is for sure also is that he's losing on your scorecard.
Yeah, well, the good news is good news and bad news. The good news is he knows he can hurt him. He's hurt him already. The bad news is ever since he's hurt him, he's just been waiting for it to happen by itself. He forgot.
Doesn't work that way, though.
No, it doesn't. He forgot how it happened, how he set it up.
He missed with that headshot. Mr. Showtime sticking to what we've always known of him, Teddy. The style hasn't changed, even though he was knocked down earlier.
You know, a lot of trainers would say, hey, they pat him on the back. They say, there you go, kid. You know, stay with your identity. Just make sure that you correct a couple little things you need to correct.
A solid left hand by Porter.
Forward. That's what I like to see.
Porter's got something to think about now. He just threw a punch and had one coming right back at him. His opponent scored well with the counter. In the clinch, threw the straight right hand, but didn't score with it. And yet another big shot comes in. That was a big shot that floored him, and it's a big shot that may end him right here.
That looked like the great pitcher, Great Maddox. His sinker ball. Boy, it went down quick.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
The Cobras, it's over. This fight is over. Porter's hand to be raised in victory. He scores the knockout here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, by knockout, your winner, Mr. Showtime, Porter.
Mr. Showtime's come from behind victory, steals the show tonight, Teddy.
The Cardiac Kid strikes. At least that's what I'm calling him.
He does it by knockout. Thanks for being with us, everybody. For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Have yourself a great night.